Hey there, baseball fans. It's Ben, and I am back, and I'm super excited for this one because I've got my hands on a box of 1991 Topps baseball cards, wax packs, and I am so excited because, as you guys probably know, I was working on a study about the Glowbacks, so I'm interested to see if the entire box has the same back. And I determined that, there were essentially 4 different kinds of backs. There's the regular, the non-glow. Then there's the regular glow. Then there's the dark watermark non-glow and dark watermark glow. And that's not even counting Topps Tiffany, Topps Traded, or all those other ones. My suspicion is that all of this box would have been made in the same factory at the same time with the same ink. So they should all be the same, but time will tell. Beyond that, what I'm really interested to see is if I can pull a Doug Drabek, Chris Hoiles, or a Mark Whiten. The reason I care about those is because there are some very rare and interesting error cards associated with those that I'll tell you about when we get there. But in the meantime, we got on the bottom Robin Yount, Juan Samuel, Jeff Reardon, and Nolan Ryan. So you better believe I'm going to cut this one out and add this to my personal collection. It is pretty bent down here, but nonetheless, it'll be a nice add to my collection. So let's get started. This is the 40th anniversary, which of course is 30 years ago because they just had their 70th anniversary this last year. So it looks to me like we're going to have the regular, when they still, the gum is still in there, regular back, and let's find out if it's glow or not. It is glow. Regular back, but glow. Oh, wait, look, you can see. Some are glow and some are not glow. My whole theory is out the window. How in the world did we end up with, in the same pack, glow and non-glow? I have no idea then what's causing this. I don't even know what to say about it. It's very interesting. I'm going to have to, after I look through all these with you guys, I'll categorize them into different categories. Look, we have dark watermark, regular watermark, dark, regular. I mean, it does not make sense. I would have thought for sure that coming out of the same factory or something. So are these printed somewhere else and then assembled in a different factory? And look, you can even see the darkness of the blue printing on the back here is different for each card. My mind is blown. I cannot wait to dive into that. There's a Sparky Anderson, it's a Hall of Famer. Eddie Murray, Hall of Fame there. And what I'm looking for in those errors, and there are probably more errors than that too that I'll look up, but really the reason I'm looking for those errors is because they're so rare. The Doug Drabek and the Chris Hoiles have a white stripe on the inside border here, and it's pretty darn rare. And then the oh, look at that, Sean Dunston, just like that, we got a Sean Dunston right there. The Mark Whiten, there's a Juan Gonzalez. That's a really nice card. I don't see that one very often. The Mark Whiten has to do with, there's John Smoltz, how his hand extends past the white border, which is a rare version. The one where his hand is not extended past is the fixed version, we'll call it. Still can't believe, look, we have different versions here. I'm going to go through all of these, and we'll have a recap video of the whole box afterwards with some numbers, quantify for us what the chances are of each type, and noticing how rare each one is. What I determined before was that the non-dark watermark, the regular old watermark, which is like this card, whether it's glowback or not glowback, that's really common. The dark watermark is a little less common when it's a glowback, but the dark watermark with no glowback is rare. I don't want to say rare, probably 10% of the population I looked at, or less. So it was definitely much less common. There's Steve Avery, much less common than some of the other ones. There's Ken Caminiti and Bobby Bonilla. Gary Sheffield. Mariano Duncan. I always thought this card was funny because Ozzie Smith is sliding in there. I think it's Ozzie Smith. Maybe it's, yeah. Well, it looks like a D, doesn't it? Oh, that's no, Ozzie Smith. So it's Cardinals versus Reds, but they're both look exactly the same uniforms, which is an odd thing. Must have been during spring training. They never would have allowed that during the season. So far, the gum stains aren't even too bad. They're a little, you know, not too bad, though. It looks like we got a card I'm going to enjoy in here. There's another Eddie Murray. Second one of that. And Mark Grace. Dun, dun, dun. So that's two of my guys right there. Darryl Strawberry. All-Star card. Oh, I'm still wrapping my mind around the whole Glowback situation. I thought for sure it would be all the same in the entire box, but it is definitely not. The mystery continues. And really, you know, I've been looking for that Doug Draybeck card for quite some time. And fact is, I'm having a hard time finding any Doug Draybeck card, much less the one with the arrow. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I did find a Mark Whitten before, looking for Chris Hoyles as well. These are not names that I'm normally looking for. So I gotta keep my eyes peeled. Carlton Fisk. It's really a nice shot of him. Cecil Fielder coming around, and the guy in the background telling him to get down, get down. I love that. That's real baseball right there. Real baseball going on. In a lot of ways, I feel like we don't see plays like that at the plate very often anymore because everything is so calculated. Oh, look at that. There's Nolan Ryan. Iconic card right there of his follow-through. Baseball has done so much. Oh, look at that. It's probably the best card in the set right there is the Chipper Jones. This one's in great shape. Pretty good centering. So that'll be a good one. Should do something with it. Tony Gwynn. Everything is done by the numbers is what I was saying with baseball these days, so nobody's really taking the chances. And look at that, Ryan Sandberg. So we got all four of my guys. Sean Dunston, Mark Grace, Nolan Ryan, and Ryan Sandberg in this first stack. That's a good way to start it off. Plus, we got the Chipper Jones. So in terms of, like, normal collecting, I'd say this is a pretty darn good stack here. Now, if we can just find any of those other cards I'm looking for, even if we don't get the errors, I just want to see them. Chris Hoyles and Doug Draybeck and Mark Whitten. But nothing doing. All right, last pack. Nice Ozzie Smith card for you. Good all those years. Eddie Murray All-Star. And that'll do it for us. So none of those errors I was after, but some good stars here, plus the Chipper Jones and my four guys here. So pretty good haul for this first trip. Hope you guys stick around for the next three. I'm sure we can find some pretty good cards. Hopefully those errors in there. Until then, keep opening packs, and I'll see you next time.